Hi, and welcome to my continuation of my series of watching and reviewing a bunch of Walt Disney Classic live action movies and a bunch of Walt Disney classic animation movies. So let me know in the comment section below uh, what are some of your favorite Walt Disney Classic live action movies. Would it be like Pollyanna, The Bedford Executive, Swift Family Robinson, those type of movies, okay? And what are some of your favorite classic Walt Disney animation movies? Because that's what I'm doing in this series, is going back and watching and reviewing uh, classic Walt Disney live action movies and Walt Disney animation movies, okay? And the only condition is I either have to seen it or have it in my collection. Okay? So today we'll be reviewing Now You See Him, Now You Don't. And like I said in my computer working shoe, I didn't know that this was a trilogy. Okay? I'm sorry, I didn't know that this was a trilogy. Okay? I grew up with only two of them in my childhood out of the trilogy. But I can say I grew up with three of them, but only two of them in the trilogy. So let me explain before I get into the review. Okay, I grew up with Computer War King shoes in my childhood. I had that on VHS tape. I grew up with The Strongest Man in the World. Okay, those two are part of the Dexter Riley / Medfield trilogy. Okay, but I never grew up with this one. I think like maybe one or two times here and there. Okay, but I never grew up with it in my childhood. The other two I told you I grew up with it. The third one I told you I grew up with was the Bedford Executive. Okay, and I wish that it would have the Medfield Collins, Dean Higgins character, A.J. Arnold, and Dexter Riley. Okay, but it's still a fun movie, and okay. So we'll talk about that when I review it. Okay? Um, so, um, so, now, now you see him, now you don't. Um, directed by Robert Butler. Um, okay. It said that he directed the Computer War Tennis Shoes in Bedford Executive. Okay. And, came out July 12, 1972, and 88 minutes. Okay. Uh, okay. Now, so Kurt Russell as Dexter Riley, Caesar Romeo, A.J. Arnold, Joe Flynn as Dean Higgins, okay, and and you got everybody back in it, okay, his butler or chauffeur, whatever, Cookie, Dean Collingwood, Collingwood, or whatever, okay, and I was shocked that when I looked the movie up, they got 80%, okay, but the audience 58, okay, and uh, and surprisingly, this is actually a really funny movie, in my opinion. Okay, um, okay. I know people nowadays they like movies to be a lot violent or a lot of profanity. This is actually pretty funny, and I think this is a very underrated um, you know, Kurt Russell movie, and I like it better than the Peter War Shoe. I like all the stuff with Dean Higgins. I think with Joe Friend, the guy from Cal Navy. I like all the stuff where he was playing golf and he winning. He thinks he done it by himself because Jeffrey Riley helped him out, and then he goes uh, to a tournament, and then he make a fool out of himself. He looks like an idiot. He lose real bad. 1 minute he wins, then next minute he lose. It's real funny. Okay, and then I like at the end. I like at the end where um, AJ Arnold uh, robbed the bank. He's invisible, and everybody everybody don't believe Dr. Riley, and AJ Arnold make the car go invisible. And the whole people at the police department think, what, everybody going nuts? Stuff like that. It's funny. So they're chasing an invisible car, okay? So, yeah, okay? So this is better. So if you think the movie nowadays, what you call it, now you see him, now you don't, the new one nowadays, what you call it, now you see me, now you don't, what you call, um, now you see me, now you don't, um, which one you think is better, uh, type of revisible movie, okay, uh, okay, um, but in my opinion, when I think of Invisible in a movie, I think of Wonder, Invisible Woman from the Fantastic Four, or I think of the original Invisible Man from this. Okay, okay. The reason why I never grew up with this movie is because I had never seen it. I never had it on VHS tape. And like 5 or 10 years ago, when I bought this on DVD, on DVD in the box set collection, I was like, wow, they were one I never seen. Now you see him, now you don't. So I watched it 1 or 2 times in the last 5 or 10 years. Okay. Actually, it's a pretty funny, and I would say it's an underrated, uh, underrated classic Walt Disney movie. Okay. Um, and I wouldn't mind if Walt Disney came out with a box set of all their movies in a box set like that. Only like the classic Walt Disney movie, like from Old Yeller to Herbie, Flippin' Robinson, and I would probably buy it. But don't put none of the new stuff in it. The new woke garbage in it. Okay, keep the stuff, and and then do the same thing with the anime movie. Okay, but don't put none of the new stuff in it. Okay, like Cars or Moana. Keep the new, the old stuff in it, and I would probably buy that too. Okay, and then I would show people. That's what I'm trying to do in this series, the marathon, and showing people um, back when Walt Disney was making good live action movies, good classic um, animation movies. That's when Walt Disney was good. Okay, um, but okay, so yeah, so in the first movie they're trying to win $100,000. In this one, only 50,000, and nobody believe Dexter Riley again. Well, actually, they do believe Dexter Riley in the first one because he was the smartest person in the world. But in this one, nobody believes him about being invisible. And okay, So I kind of like that. I kind of like that in the movie where nobody believes you, and then you find that out and either toward the end of the movie or in the last movie in the trilogy. Okay, it keeps you interested. Okay, and building to that hype, and they find out about Dr. Riley's invisible formula until to the end when he showed it to the I guess the judge or something in the contest, and he went. He played it on Dean Higgins, and he became invisible, and they win 50,000, and then that's how much the colony needs to pay off the mortgage, and then they said Dean Dr. Riley and them said, well, that's the payment, but for this year. Well, what about next year? Well, we'll come up with something. Yeah, okay. And I think for next year they do like another contest with being strong and stuff. But okay, that's for the next movie. Okay. Um. Yeah. So I think this is underrated. I wasn't expecting me to like this movie. I thought it was gonna either be cheesy or just okay, but I actually liked it. And one of the underrated Walt Disney movies from that era, and one of the underrated Kurt Russell movies. Okay, so I'm gonna give Now You See Him, Now You Don't. If you with it, a B plus. Okay, I rather watch this than a lot of movies that come out today. Thor: Love and Thunder, um, She-Hulk. The list could go on and on. Okay, and when I watch that movie, I can tell you, and then turn around and watch this, I can say, oh, Now You See Him, Now You Don't, it's a lot better. Okay, so thank you, and then in a day or two, I'll go watch The Strongest Man in the World, and I'll come back and review it. Thank you, until next time.